everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J, and today I wanted to do a Q&A because I have not done one on my channel in such a long time, so I figured why not do a new one for all of my new Kel Belles who have joined the squad. So many of you all don't really know me on a personal level, so I figured why not give you all the opportunity to ask me questions that you want to know about me, and I answer them. So I asked you all to ask me questions on both my Instagram page as well as on my community post, and you guys delivered. So I have quite a bit of questions here. I hope that I'm able to get to a lot of them. Some of them were repetitive, but overall, you all asked some really great questions. So let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to be looking at my phone, answering these things as best as I possibly can. So the first question is a hard one. Okay, so she said, what do I feel is my greatest accomplishment? Honestly, that is a really hard question because I feel like I have accomplished a lot in my little bitty lifetime, but I still feel like there's so much more that I want to do. So I guess one of my greatest accomplishments was finishing my undergraduate degree, because I didn't know if I was gonna finish. Sometimes I just really didn't like it because it's not like the coursework was hard, but it was just something that I wasn't happy doing, and I was just really proud of myself when I finished and pushed through and persevered to finally finish that degree. I got my undergraduate degree in education, but I never went and taught on a traditional level. But that degree definitely has helped me even now with public speaking and organization skills and being able to basically do a lesson plan, which is what I do here. And I organize my content in that way. So that degree definitely helps me to this day. But being a traditional teacher, K through 6, oh my gosh, it was like, oh, am I gonna ever be done with this? And every day was a struggle. So actually finishing that, I really felt accomplished. But I just feel like the best is yet to come though. Good question. Thank you for starting me off with a bang. If I could move to another state to benefit my career, where would it be? I mean, I feel like at this current moment, I am where I'm supposed to be, especially now that everything is so chaotic. So I don't feel like I'm misplaced. But if I had to move, it would need to be really beneficial. So I would already have to have that opportunity, and then I'm moving for that opportunity, not moving to chase something that maybe doesn't exist. Because I feel like nowadays with the internet, you can connect just as much as you could being in another state. So I mean, I guess if I had to choose somewhere to move, I would probably pick Atlanta, Black Hollywood, because I feel like that is more suited towards the trajectory of where I'm trying to go with my career. But I mean, I'm open to moving other places, especially after all of this dies down. Like if it goes back to being normal, then I would be open to moving to LA or New York, but it's not necessarily something that I just feel like I have to do. Okay, Makeup Craze. Hey girl, who always supports me on Instagram. She asked me, do I have another job in the beauty industry or another career besides YouTube? And do I ever get overwhelmed with all of the makeup I have, or do I declutter often? And who inspires your love of makeup? Okay, so a 3-part question. So let's address the first question, which is, do I have another career besides YouTube? I would say yes. I am also a freelance makeup artist. I know that those two careers often get intertwined, but honestly, they are two separate jobs. Whenever I do my freelance stuff, I typically just keep that separately. And then when I do my YouTube stuff, I keep that separate. But both of them require makeup skills. So people think that being a makeup artist and being a YouTuber is the same thing, and it's really not. So I definitely have a video coming out about that, where I'm going to talk about the differences between being a professional makeup artist and being a YouTuber or beauty influencer. But I do that. But as far as having a traditional 9-to-5, no, I do not. I do YouTube and I do freelance. And right now with everything going on, I just do YouTube. I don't get overwhelmed with the amount of makeup that I have, and yes, I do declutter a lot. I've mentioned a few times on my channel, whenever I'm done with something, I will put it in a bag and I will pass it along to my family members. So whenever I come around, I am Santa, because they're like, do you have some makeup? And I almost always do, and I bring them a big old bag of makeup, and I'm done with that. So I don't like to keep a lot of things that I know that I don't love, and if it's not a collector's item, which I very rarely collect things nowadays, it has to be super cool for me to keep it, then I just pass it on. And my mom definitely inspired my love of makeup because she is the makeup queen. She is the reason why I even started being interested in makeup. She would take me with her to the makeup counters and I would sit there with her. She would be over there at Fashion Fair. I'll be over at Lancome, Chanel, MAC, bopping around. This little kid coming around like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? But I was very serious. I was like a sponge absorbing all the knowledge, and that just really sparks my love for makeup, and it never stops. Good questions. So if I could create a makeup brand, which company would I want to work with and what 2 items would it be? So if I wanted to create a makeup brand, I would want to do it by myself and have my own makeup brand, and I would be the creative director, I would be the CEO, I would be the visionary, I would be everything, and that's what I would want to do for my own thing. But if I were to collaborate with someone, I mean, honestly, I'm open to collaborating with any brands that I use on my channel. I think that with different brands, I would have a different vibe though. So if I collaborated with McGrath, it would be completely different than something that I would create in collaboration with NARS. So I'm open to whoever. So if any brands are watching this and you want to collaborate, holla at your girl. What is my go-to Starbucks order? I am very basic at Starbucks, and I just like a caramel frappuccino, and I like it to be made very sweet. And so when they ask me how many pumps of what I want, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't want it to taste too coffee-like. So I like that. And then as far as anything else, like I really am not like a big customizing order type person in Starbucks. I'm like, just give me something nice. So the same person asked me what advice would I give someone that's starting their own YouTube channel, and I would definitely just say to go for it and start where you are. Everybody starts somewhere. So when you start, I would also say to stick to it, because YouTube is not always gonna be fast for everybody. Everybody's not gonna get to 1 million followers overnight. Most people aren't. So I would say stick to it, go in it for something that you're passionate about. I wouldn't go in it for money. I wouldn't go in it for PR, because for most people that stuff comes later. So I would say definitely be you. Go in it, stick to a schedule, do not fall off, and just be authentic and communicate with people. So if you have people commenting, try to comment back to as many people as possible. Honestly, when you first start your channel, it's super easy to just comment back to everybody. So I would say be present and pick a theme, stick to it. I have a few different eyeshadow brands. I love McGrath, I love Natasha Denona, I love Sydney Grace, I love Colored Rain, I love Tom Ford. Who else do I use palettes from all the time? I would say those are my top 5, but then I'm also open to trying new stuff too. So I just love eyeshadow. As long as you have good pigmentation, give me a look, I'll try it and I'll probably like it. So I feel like across the board, almost every brand has a banger in their eyeshadow category somewhere. Some palette's gonna work. So when outside opens back up, can I do my travel videos again? Sure. I actually had planned on doing that anyways this year, because I was going to go to the makeup show in Houston, and I was going to be with my friend Ethan, and oh my gosh, you all will love him. If you all are OG Kel Belles, and I mean OG from back, way back, then you will remember him being on my channel. But we were gonna have such a great time, and I was definitely gonna vlog it. But I will definitely do more travel videos whenever I can. Hopefully that's soon. But honestly, I'm not really in a rush to travel anywhere as soon as outside opens back up, because I need to check that it's really open for business first. After everything is all said and done, I want to go see my family. That is the first thing that I want to do. So kicking it with my family is always going to be fun, and I really miss them. I hate that I wasn't able to go hang out with them for Easter like I typically do, but that's what I want to do the first thing, smoking. Of course, we're friends forever, Vincent. Vincent is such an amazing friend. We have been friends for such a long time, and whenever we are together, it is non-stop laughs. He is hilarious. He is actually a comedian, and he works with Whitney Cummings. So check him out on Instagram. He is hilarious. So many of you all know that I am in school. I am a doctoral candidate and I'm studying specifically business in regards to social media, and I definitely will pursue this professionally. I will continue to do YouTube videos, but I also would love to teach online as a professor. So will I start reviewing makeup shows from award shows again? Yes, when award season comes back around, because all of the awards that are going to happen for the summertime probably are not gonna happen. Like, they already have rescheduled the Met Gala, and they also probably are gonna reschedule like the MTV Awards and stuff like that that happens during the summer. I missed the last few award shows because I was out of town, and like I said, I am pursuing my doctoral degree, so that just takes a lot of time up in my life. But like with award shows and stuff like that, I really have to be there and do it like the same day to have it up for it to be relevant. I probably am gonna do that again, but I also have really cool ideas that I'm gonna incorporate on this channel as well, so definitely make sure you are stay tuned. Woo T, you asked a lot of questions, but I'm gonna answer all of them because you are my girl. So the color that I don't enjoy on myself as much is orange, and it's kind of growing on me though, okay? So I'm slightly becoming more so of a fan of orange. Now I like coral, but like just straight up orange, and especially red orange. Like red orange is not my vibe at all, but like orange, I'm kind of getting into it right now. Like that might be my color of the season currently. My favorite food is macaroni and cheese. I really just like a whole lot of foods. It's easier for me to say what I don't like to eat versus for me to say what I do like to eat. I do blow dry my hair almost every time I wash it, which is about every week, sometimes twice a week. I do use a relaxer. I do it myself. I use the Mizani Butter Blends relaxer, and I love that. I've been doing it for forever. I've been doing my own hair since I was like 8 or 9 years old because my mom was very heavy-handed. Like, shout out to all the tender-headed folks out there. And I was like, I'm gonna learn how to do it myself. And so I've been doing my hair for a long time, and I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations with my hair. So I finally have gotten to a point where I like the way that it looks, and I've kind of given up on doing color by myself, but everything else I would do it by myself. Mel Thompson said, why does my phone always die? Because my phone is the hotline bling. My phone is constantly ringing, constantly getting texts, emails, alerts. So it's like, if I don't get back to somebody, it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't see it. I get so many messages and alerts on my phone, like everything just gets knocked down all the time, and it makes your phone die. And the iPhone 11 Pro Max lasts way longer than any other iPhone that I've ever had. So I'm grateful for that, but as you all can see, it's on the charger now. How do I deal with negative and mean comments? You're blocked. You're getting out of here. I honestly hate when people spew negativity, because all it is a reflection of themselves, and they are trying to project how they feel onto you. And it's like, you know what? I don't need you over here. I don't need you talking to people in my comment section in a horrible manner, because honestly, everybody's YouTube is their house. Like, this is my house, and what you're not gonna do is come in and disrespect me or the people who support and love me and each other. So you are out of here. And I'm very tolerant because I give people a chance to say how they feel, but at the same time, like, you cannot cross a certain line with me, and I'm not a person who's overly sensitive. So if I block you, you really have crossed the line, because I do not get easily obsessed. Thanks for asking about my mom. She is good. She actually has recovered pretty much fully. You know, after she had her surgery, she had some things going on as a woman, so she had to get some things taken out, snip, cut a little bit. You know, you all can put 2 and 2 together. So she's healed, and she's now back at work, and now that everything is going on, like, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, like, my mama, my poor little mama gotta go to work. Normally I wouldn't think twice about her going to work as a nurse, because that's her passion, that's what she loves to do. But now that everything has basically erupted, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are you gonna be okay? And she's like, Kelsee, stop worrying, I'm gonna be fine. But she's good. My mom is a ball of energy. Like, she is so hyper. She is the life of the party. So she's back to being herself, back to being Candy. So I'm excited for that. But hopefully all of this stuff blows over and we can just move on, and I can feel so much more comfortable with her going to work and doing what she was doing before. But now it's kind of like, it's scary. So, but she's good as can be. Let's pray for our people on the front lines, seriously. My skincare routine is very, very simple. I use what works, and I use quality things. I'm gonna do a skincare video very soon, because I know that you all have been asking me, will my boyfriend ever make an appearance on my channel? They said, will you ever make an appearance on my channel? He said, so there was that. Thanks for your hard work. I truly love your channel. I'm glad I found you. I'm glad you found me too. Thanks for your question. Okay, underrated makeup brands, indie, etc. makeup brands I want to try and why. So I definitely want to try a lot of new makeup brands in 2020. I actually have one like immediately on my radar, and that one is Cleona Cosmetics, and I already have placed an order with them, but they're an indie brand, and due to everything that's been going on, they did have to push back my order, but I definitely want to try from them. And then I definitely want to try more things from Chantecaille. They're not an indie brand, but it's a brand that I've been wanting to explore. And I also want to try more things from Shiseido. So if you all have any more brands recommendations, leave them down in the description box. Top 5 makeup brands: Tom Ford, Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, Hourglass, and 5. I would probably say still to this day MAC for staples. So there we go, 5. When is the estimated time for me to have my PhD completed? Like anytime now. Anytime now. It's really up to me. I'm at the stage where I'm working on the dissertation, so it's up to how fast I'm gonna write, how fast I get back things, how fast things are approved after I have made corrections. So really, like, it's not any timetable at this point. It's just when I finish, I finish. Hopefully I finish within the next year though. What are my planning techniques and methods that I use to stay organized? The way I pop out multiple well thought out and informative videos. Girl, I know you've got your planning on lock. Girl, no I don't. I think that I don't give myself enough credit for what I can plan, but honestly, I always want to be more organized than I am. I have a planner and I write down everything that I want to do, but I am guilty of over planning my day. So I will write down 50 things that I want to do for a day, and I'll only do 10, and then I'll transfer the 40, and then I'll keep transferring. So I try to do hair tutorials on my channel because you all have asked me for certain hairstyles that I rock, like, could you do a tutorial on it? And I've done them, but those videos don't get views, and it takes me too long to try to film and explain what I'm doing with hair. So I probably will not incorporate more hair tutorials in the future. Where do I get my earrings? I get them from so many different places. Wherever I see a pair of big hoop earrings, I'm getting them. So if that means I see them in the mall, if I see them at Forever 21, if I see them at the beauty supply store, if I see them in a random store, wherever I see hoop earrings, I collect them. I will order them. I am not mixed and I am not biracial. I have some lineage far back, but I feel like most black people in America do, so I would not consider myself to be a mixed or biracial person. Yes, you can get a tour of my beauty room and makeup collection. I don't really have anything else that I want to declutter. When I do my declutters, I will just pick some products that I don't want at the time. Oh, wait a minute. Because Nordstrom is sending me alerts. I'll pick products that I don't want and I'll put them aside. Not enough to do an entire video on. Because I'm not about to be throwing away my stuff just because it's time for a declutter. Like, no, I don't think so. I do have a lot of makeup, but I don't have a standard type product that I reach for when I'm going out. So I like to use my makeup when it feels right to me. So if I'm in the mood for blue eyeshadow, then I'll go for an eyeshadow palette with blue in it. And my makeup tastes always change. I'm moody like that. So I like to keep all of my makeup and have it in rotation, but I don't have a standard go-to look for a party or a night out. I would probably say I have more so of a standard look for if I'm trying to do a super simple glam look for a daily basis than I do when I'm going out. Like when I go out, I like to experiment. I like to do something different almost all the time. Honestly, I like to do something different all the time, almost every day. I like to give you all different looks. That's why I changed my hair, I changed my makeup, I changed my vibe. Like, I like to be a different person on the outside. I'm still the same person on the inside, but I do like to switch it up. Oh, Nancy, I absolutely have had clients from H-double Hockey 6. I absolutely have. I wouldn't say that they were unsatisfied with my services, but they were just unhappy people in general. And so the way that I handle that is that I stay professional during the time being. I provide the service that I say I'm going to. As long as you don't disrespect me in a manner like verbally abusing me, calling me out of my name, hitting me or anything like that, then I can perform the service for you during that time, but going forward, I will not rebook with you. I do my job when I'm there, and I'll remain professional, and I'm not gonna get to your level. So I'll let you stay where you are. I'm gonna stay where I am, elevate higher, and when it's over, don't call me anymore. As a matter of fact, I just might block you because I will not tolerate that. But I definitely have had several clients like that, and you would be surprised at how common it is for people to feel like they have a big head and they just want to talk to you any kind of way. So yeah. My next move with my channel will be my best move. So I don't have any new launches coming out immediately from me, but I can't say that that won't be in the works in the future. So I have considered relocating Vicky J, but I honestly feel like if I relocated, it would be to Atlanta. And I feel like there's opportunities there, but obviously not as much as in LA or in New York. But I feel like as far as LA goes, if something needs me to be there, then I would consider moving there. But for now, I'm cool with traveling. Jalen, to start out your YouTube channel, if you have a smartphone, use your phone and get a ring light and go for it. And then as you start bringing in money, as you start growing and you want to start investing a little bit more, then buy a camera. Then buy your computer, but use what you have and start where you are. Otherwise, if you're not 100% serious about it, then you may not allocate the funds to be able to do so, and then you'll use that as an excuse as to why you haven't started. Like, oh, I haven't started because I don't have the perfect setup. Newsflash, nobody did. Everybody had to start where they were. I would say though, in 2020, you can't necessarily start off like how a lot of people used to. Like a lot of people used to use things like their laptop camera and things like that. Like that's not really realistic nowadays. You do have to have a level of professionalism in terms of your presentation. So that's why I would say get your light and then get your phone, because most people's phones shoot in at least HD 1080p, if not 4K. So use that and then just be consistent with your channel. What is my hair care regimen? Keisha, thank you. I do my hair all the time, like at least twice a week. I like to straighten my hair. I like to blow dry my hair. I like heat. And I wouldn't say that they're low maintenance because I don't care about the maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want my hair to be a certain way, then I'm just gonna do it and make it that way. And I know some people don't like to do that. Some people only like to straighten their hair once or twice a year, and that's cool. But for me, I want my hair to look like how I want it to look when I want it to look like that. So if I want my hair to be straight, I'm straightening it out. If I want my hair to be curly, I'm wearing it curly. So I don't care if it takes me 20 hours to do my hair, if it's gonna look like how I want it to look in the end. So I would say probably not low maintenance. It does take me a while to do my hair every week. For vacation, oh my goodness, the first place that I probably am realistically going is Houston. And then after that, like I really want to go to Hawaii. So hopefully that can be on the horizon very soon. My favorite hair products switch up all the time. Currently, I am really liking the Cream of Nature Honey line. Love that. That is really keeping my hair conditioned and it feels very soft after I use it. As far as gel, I really love the Pink Lotion Brown Gel. That's my favorite gel, which I can't find that all the time. So when I do find it in a beauty supply store, I'll buy 10 of them. And then edge control is Hicks. That is my absolute go-to. It holds my edges down. I actually don't have it on my edges right now, and I feel like my edges are not laid, but Hicks is my number one. My first concert was the Scream Tour. I went when I was like 8 or 9. I went to go see Bow Wow, B2K, IMX, and that was just such a fun time. I will never forget that. I asked my mom would she take me, and I just was kind of half expecting her to say yes, but she was like, sure, and I was like, oh, and she got the best seats, and Bow Wow looked at me, and I was like, I died. So that was such a cool experience. I had on some Shago clothing. Like, shout out if you remember that. But that was definitely a huge part of my childhood. And one of my favorite concerts actually was the Scream Tour concert. It was so much fun. It was like reliving my childhood, and definitely the On the Run tours. Those were amazing. Anything Beyonce puts on is a whole full production. So if you've never seen Beyonce live, do yourself a favor and go. Even if you say you don't like Beyonce that much, you must go, because then you'll really get why everybody else does. What prompted me into getting into YouTube? Well, I've talked about this a few times on my channel, but I started my YouTube channel because I didn't have any friends when I relocated colleges, and I was tired of hanging out with my boyfriend. My boyfriend was there and his friends were there, but I was like, okay, I want to do my own thing, and I was really into makeup like super heavily, and I was trying to pursue freelancing at the time. So I didn't really have anybody to talk about that with, so I started talking online and I fell in love with YouTube, and ever since then, I've been a part of this community. And you said how to pronounce this word. So when I'm talking about food, I say caramel, right? But then when I'm talking about makeup, I say caramel. And I've caught myself doing it several times. So I think I switch it up depending on what I'm talking about exactly. Can you tell me more about my background before YouTube? Oh, thank you so much. She says she loves my channel. You found it 5 years ago. It was a breath of fresh air for you. Thank you so much. Smooches from France. Oui, oui. Okay, so my background before YouTube was I was a college student. So actually I'm not that old. So I basically just became an adult yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. But I was a freshman in college before I started doing YouTube, and before that I was in high school. So I basically have been on YouTube the entire time that I've been an adult. So I've grown up on YouTube. Have I worked with any other celebs since Jill Scott? So for those of you all who don't know, I did Jill Scott's makeup all summer a few years ago. I was on tour with her. And yes, I have. I actually did Tamron Hall's makeup not too shortly after that. I put my freelance career sort of on hold, and I've started pursuing YouTube more actively and not so much freelance. Hey, my #1 Kel Belles. If I could collab with any other brand, but other than Tom Ford, who would it be, and what would be the first 2 products I would launch? Okay, so you want me to answer other than Tom Ford, so I figure you must don't want me to answer any other obvious answers. So I'm looking over at all my stuff, and what do I have? I would say, honestly, I'm pretty open. As long as I like your products and I stand behind the brand's mission, I would collaborate with any brand that I love, and I can figure out any products that I would like to create. Obviously, I love lipsticks. Obviously, I love lip glosses. I love brushes. I love foundations, even though that would be like a difficult collaboration, but I mean, we can make it work. Eyeshadow palettes, like all of the above, honestly. I would even like to create makeup organization systems, so I'm pretty open. What's my favorite Viseart palette? I love the Neutral Max. That is my absolute favorite one. That's the first one that I ever got, and it holds a special place in my heart. Why haven't I auditioned on American Idol? I love singing, but singing in front of a national audience is on another level, and then singing in front of Simon is like, oh my gosh, can I sing like that? I would like to make some music though. I definitely would love to get in a studio and create some things, but as far as auditioning, going against people who are vocalists, I don't know, it's kind of giving me anxiety. I'm gonna take a few more questions because I don't want this video to be so long. So Naomi said, how long did it take me to get to where I am now with my makeup application? My whole life. What took the longest for me to master? Foundation application, like actually being able to blend it in and it looks seamless, like you don't know where the foundation is and where it ends. Is there anything I still want to learn? Yes, I'm always open to learning new techniques. I always want to improve. Every year when I look back at my makeup, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even like that much. Every single year I feel like I get better and better. How did I learn to do makeup on others? Practice, and namely my sister. So I would torture her and I would like, Courtney, let me do your makeup. And I can't tell you how many times I have poked that girl in the eye, how many times I've spilled liquid eyeliner in her eye. And y'all, back in the day, liquid eyeliner used to burn. So shout out to my sister Courtney. So definitely I used to practice on her, I used to practice on my mom. And then when I started working at MAC, that really helped me cultivate my skills a lot, because not only did I have to do makeup on people, but I had to do makeup on so many different people from different backgrounds, different ages, and do it fast and sell them some products and get them out the door. If I had a brand for a full face, what brands would that be? Tom Ford. Love Tom Ford. And then aside from that, honestly, if I had to go full face, head to toe, I would say MAC, because even though MAC isn't as popular online nowadays, MAC still has pretty solid products, and I know that I can do a full face beautifully using MAC products and not have to second guess it. If I didn't host a beauty channel on YouTube, what else would I have done instead? So there are so many other YouTube channels I would do if I didn't do beauty. I have strongly considered making a second channel, but honestly, I'm so invested in this channel that I don't even know when I would have the time to do a second channel, but I have so many ideas I love. I love vlogging, so I would like to travel and have a travel channel. That would be amazing. I also would love to have a mukbang channel. I would just like to have a lifestyle channel overall where I just talk about different stuff, talking about advice, trying out different wines, like just doing cool stuff that comes to my mind. So I've just thought about doing stuff like that and just kind of letting you guys see a different side of me, but it's like, when am I gonna have the time? When am I gonna have the time? Maybe when I'm done with my doctoral program and I can commit to doing something else, like I would consider it. But for right now, I cannot think about adding not one more thing onto my plate. But I would consider having a second channel just because I have so many ideas that are outside of the beauty community, and I feel like this channel has a strong and solid following of people who want to see beauty videos. So I feel like if I add more videos in the mix that aren't beauty, I don't know, I just kind of feel like, I don't know. Would you all be receptive to that? Let me know your thoughts. So that's everything. Thank you all so much for participating and sending over those great questions. You guys had so many amazing questions. Hopefully those of you all who don't know me that well got to know me a little bit better. You guys feel a little bit closer to your girl Kelsee. And until the next one, which I may do super soon, let me know if you all want to see another Q&A from me. I will check you all at my very next video. Smooches. Bye.